Welcome back to Public Eye for the third and final part of my interview with the two best Melburnians in the entire world, at least if you ask me, Tia Spanos and Terry Bowditch. Now, usually in my interviews I like to try and finish on some kind of high or positive note, and this one's no different. So here we listen to Tia and Terry talk about how they've been able to maintain their physical, emotional and mental well-being during the COVID-19 lockdown in Australia. Enjoy. I wondered if we could turn to maybe a brighter note as we probably come towards the natural end of this, and talk about if there's any ways that either of you have found to kind of cope with the effects of COVID-19. So any ways of, maintaining your physical, mental, emotional well-being, especially during this current time where, as you say, you've not been able to get out and, as many of you Australians do, as you say, get out and roam, even your city, never mind, the country and the world.
I guess we've spent a lot more time sort of locally than we would normally. So we've been walking a lot more. I mean, just around the local suburbs and things like that, and exploring streets and places that we wouldn't normally go to.
Going down cobblestone streets.
Yeah, just wandering about and checking places out and discovering places we wouldn't have discovered otherwise.
Window shopping, or just looking at people's homes and going, what era was this made in? What kind of person lives in this house?
We could have.
Can we afford this house? Let's Google it and check. There's been a lot of that.
I wonder if ABC would be interested in doing a kind of through the keyhole with Tia and Terry series. What do you reckon?
We could just have little those head torches on and little cameras on and just
Be the David Attenborough of the suburbs.
That's amazing.
Well, yeah, we've done that, which has been quite fun, I think, because it's kind of creating your own adventure within the kind of limited scope of what we've got to play with, which has been good.
Yeah, because the gym's closed down very early, so we had gotten a habit of going to the gym fairly regularly, but as I exercise. But once that sort of disappeared, we've mainly been walking and stuff like that.
Walking, there was a bit of YouTube Pilates.
Bit of Pilates.
Which lasted for the first lockdown, which was 2 months-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a stage 3 lockdown. And that was, I couldn't play football at that time. Then we loosened restrictions and I was able to go train for footy. And the gym opened for a bit as well. So Tara was able to swim. And then we went back into stage 3 and then stage 4. So we I think we lost the motivation for the American voiceover Pilates by that stage, because we were like, oh, this is going on for I think we're in our almost 6 months now. We're heading to
it's coming to that, isn't it?
Yeah, since we went home.
5 months now.
Yeah, since work from home kicked off.
We've been cooking a lot more.
Yeah, we've been cooking. We've been doing a bit of baking. Terry's a really good baker.
Never knew that. He
Bread.
doesn't seem to think so.
I have one. I cook banana bread and that's it.
He does it really well though.
That's my one.
I've been experimenting. I made oh god, I can't even pronounce it properly. Basically cinnamon and cardamom buns, like the Swedish ones. So I did that the other week. But yeah, so doing stuff that we're like, oh, we love buying these things. Maybe we should make these things. We've been doing that.
A little bit of that. When Tia's bored, she paints, as in behind us.
Look at these hands.
So she's painted.
Workhorse.
She has painted, I would say, 1/5 of this house since we've been in lockdown.
He's welcome to join at any time.
I have painted.
It changes every time. The colour changes every time I see it, to be honest.
It's lighting, and that's why I chose this colour.
It is
great.
It is a very nice colour. Very nice.
Thank you. Racing green, British racing green.
British racing
so
green.
I'm sure it's a pub colour. I'm sure you're familiar with it.
I am indeed. I'm sure Sir Sterling Moss would have been proud. I'm sure he would have been.
So what else have we been doing?
I've been studying,
which
has been fun.
Started a course.
Doing a bit of study in accounting of all things, which is probably the most boring subject in all.
Smart boy.
Hey, we're going to need more of that, though, aren't we? If, you know.
Yeah.
There's a shortage of accountants, believe it or not.
Yep.
That's because it's so boring. No one wants to do it.
Found a gap in the market.
Everyone needs an accountant.
That's right. So we just been doing random stuff like that. I bought a guitar a while ago and I've been trying to play it, but I didn't while I was too busy with work, and now it just stares at me. So
we're not going to get you to play a tune on camera before we go then.
Nah, I played last night and my fingers are a bit sore, so I'm just gonna.
Absolutely.
Needs recovery.
She hasn't quite mastered any Smith songs yet, or Pulp songs, or anything like that. She's still working.
I'm just getting my chords, and then which I've got mostly. I don't know if you can see my weird hand thing.
I can't tell you what chords you're playing on your air guitar, but
I'm trying to remember what I taught myself as a teenager.
Muscle memory. You need to pick the guitar up again, and you'll just be like.
Yeah, and I actually remembered the same tune that I used to try and play in, because I used to write songs. So I used to try and, I guess, create the tune that went with it. And I really only came up with one tune, and I would just kind of fit my lyrics around it. But that tune, as soon as I picked up the guitar and started playing it, that came back. Like, my fingers knew to do that. So I'm currently trying to expand on that tune and make it a proper thing. There's the chorus section, all that kind of stuff. But I need to watch more YouTube videos to learn. But yeah, we've been doing that. We've got some plants in the house like everyone else, adding a bit more oxygen to the space and making things nice. And so they've grown heaps, which has been positive. We're keeping things alive, which is, heartening. So I've been enjoying, that, because I'm not a nature person really.
Not at all.
But I'm really enjoying that. It's very kind of therapeutic knowing that you've watered this thing and you've put it in the right spot to get the right amount of sunlight, and it's great. The leaves are just shooting off everywhere. And I just I hope that I can propagate some of these as well and get these stems and create other little plants from them. So, that's what I've turned to. I've become a 65-year-old woman.
So things have literally grown out of the lockdown then.
Totally.
That's right. Tia's grown as a person.
I've grown as a person. I've expanded my horizons and my my just outside of going to cafes and pubs and playing footy in my spare time. I now grow plants as well. No, it's been good. It's been good. If anything, we do feel like there's a bit more life-work balance, not just primarily work and life. So it has been a bit more of a 50-50 split, although I'd argue I've definitely worked more hours during COVID, being at home, because we don't have the commute, and that probably adds that. You just think, I can do that extra time working. But I do feel like I'm more balanced as a person. We've done a few different things. So having that extra time to spend together and just try out random stuff and walk around the suburbs around us, which, is really fun. I enjoy it a lot. And we find all these new nooks and stuff that we just never knew were there, random parklands, which is really fun. But you just never thought you had the time before to do that. And now you're forced to have the time and really, I guess, figure out what it is you make of that time. Because I just can't sit on the couch all day. So, what am I going to do with myself? So it's been really good from that perspective.
That's great to hear. I think, we've covered a hell of a lot in this today, and there's some moth that's just decided, oh no, it's a butterfly. Woo! Look at that. Sorry. Oh, there's the life is you've literally brought the life into my room. Look at this guy.
My spirit animal.
Oh yeah.
Come say hello.
It's huge. Hey, woo!
At the back too at one point there.
Well, I literally could have make this up. Like I couldn't script that. I didn't just say, "Oh, butterfly." You know when after she's finished talking about the plants and the guitar, you just come in and just do a little flyby. That'd be really nice. So there you go. A little bit of serendipity on a Wednesday. Well, I say Wednesday afternoon. It's almost midnight for you guys. It's almost Thursday. So
That's right.
so it's
Another
probably
day end of curfew.
So it's probably a good point for me to say, is there anything else that you guys kind of want to add, or anything you want to, any shout outs or anything like that?
Shout out to my mum and dad. Thanks for giving birth to me.
All our mates in the UK.
Oh yeah,
We
all
have
our
so
mates in the
many.
UK. Yeah,
So many.
Ryan, Steve-O, we miss you too. Yeah, shout out to Chef Uni
And Sheffield in general.
and Sheffield in general.
Yes.
We didn't say we actually lived in Sheffield for a year.
Which is how we met your host Ryan.
That's
so
right.
Aye.
Occasionally get nostalgic for Sheffield.
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, walking down Callum Island and having a drink and all that kind of thing, and walking up like where we used to go. Where was that area? Abbeydale?
Yeah.
Yeah, going up to Abbeydale and to the little bar down there. And,
Hunter's Bar.
yeah,
Hunter's
to
Bar.
the bar. Yeah. And to Porter Cottage, our little hangout with little Porter Pizza area, place,
And the Washington.
and the Washo.
Big up the Washo.
So we've still got a framed drawing of the Washo hanging in our lounge room. So there's a lot of cherished moments that we have kept with us from Chef, and we do hope post-COVID that we can come back and do a bit of a little road trip and
get back
take
again.
you with us, Ryan. But yeah, definitely Sheffield will be a stop.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is it, and Sheffield misses you guys as well. I miss you guys immensely, and you're always welcome here. Not right now because we're not allowed. However, once things have once things have settled down again, and that, I think that'd be a lovely thing to just look forward to again.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
And on that note, thank you ever so much. It's been a pleasure as always. It is almost the end of Wednesday for you guys. Any plans for the rest of the week?
Got work tomorrow. Not particularly. We're going to go for a nice walk tomorrow, though. I think it's not meant to rain, so
yeah, we'll go for a wander tomorrow.
Yeah,
get a bit
little
of fresh
adventure.
air. Get out of the pad for a little bit.
That's right. Do what we can to amuse ourselves within the rules.
Within the rules. Thanks so much, guys.
All
Thanks,
right.
Ryan.
Bye. Bye.